Hello, hello, hello. Is it working? It is working. Fantastic. Right. Welcome to RSF1 Division 2, Round 15, around Saudi Arabia. I'm ever so sorry to deliver you the bad news, but unfortunately for you guys, Harvey's not about, which means you've been stuck with me for tonight. So, if you've got any issues, take it up with him. And if you really miss him, he's commentating Division 4. Hello Penrose, hello Dano. So, going into this, I do apologise, I'm a little bit blind when it comes to the championship battle. I've been told that the guy who's going to win it isn't racing tonight. And his name's like Wattenlol, so I don't see him there. I was also told that Firefish needs 4 points. And... oh no, he needs 1 point to make sure that it's not over tonight. And... who's the other one? I'll just have to check my messages, sorry. Right, Eagle needs at least 4th, and Firefish needs 1 point. So we're going to ride on board with Nifty Nasri, not Nifty, yeah, it is Nifty Nasri for a little bit, in the Alfa Romeo. He's about to get us underway. It looks like he's going to have a relatively clear track. It's just a Aston Martin and a Williams coming out now. We've got an Alpha Tauri that's coming through Sector 2 quite quickly, just entering Sector 3. So we're going to ride on board with the Alfa Romeo. And here we go. And it's another ab break. I like that line already from Nifty Nasri. He's gone maybe a little bit wide, but he's able to carry a decent amount of speed. He's got his teammate that he's going to be coming up behind now. I wonder if there's going to be some kind of towing going on. There's also a Mercedes right behind him. The Alpha Tauri that was blistering around the track has come into the pits for some reason. We've got a little train of a McLaren, Red Bull and an Aston Martin coming about to start their laps. It looks like there might be some kind of a tow involved here with plates and Nifty Nasri. Or maybe not, actually. Still having an ab break. This is... we are on full quali resilience, that is correct. Here is the tow then. This has been worked brilliantly by the Alfa Romeos. We shall see what time Nifty Nasri is able to put up. Yes, we are on full quali resilience. I don't know if you didn't hear me because I had an ad break my end. It's 128.4 for Nifty Nasri. He's gotten out of the way for his teammate. Let's have a look at the McLaren. Well, the Red Bull and the Aston Martin might have abandoned their lap a little bit. Nifty Nasri's had a collision with Rodders. What's happened here? Rodders is now out, and Nifty Nasri's got a 5-place grid penalty. I'm not too sure what happened there. There was me thinking that all of everything was over. And there wasn't going to be any more drama. So there's a 128.1 for Desbro as he goes fastest. We've got the Red Bull of Benny Boy. He's invalidated again. I'm not too sure where he's invalidating. And we've also got the Aston Martin of Not Raz, who could be... I'd imagine he's bringing it in if he's going at that speed at the moment. This is... oh, it's an invalidation from Snull DK. Benny Boy On his actual lap now, we shall ride on board with the Red Bull. Things nice and tidy here. I quite like the look of this, the pace this Red Bull's got, to be honest, from Benny Boy. We're yet to see Firefish come out for his lap. He's in the pits. Eagle, where's Eagle? Eagle in the pits too. So Benny Boy is about to cross the line. It's not looking like a bad time at all, and it is the fastest time so far. So we are picking the right cars to ride on board with at the moment. As Crayon Flower, who I think I see sometimes when I'm streaming in Div 4. Not going to have a lot of ERS for this one from Crayon Flower as they start their lap. Too bad a line there either. Managing to keep a good bit of pace as we come through Sector 1 here. Not too sure about that one, but a little bit untidy, but still quite fast. Nice and brave there, getting really close to the advertisement boards either side of the track. And Crayon Flower has navigated Sector 1 quite well there. There's a Haas getting out of the way, that's all good. Keeping a nice line there. Wonder if they'll be able to get a little bit of tow for this McLaren inadvertently, or that was a little bit untidy in that corner. And we are now going to start to run out of ERS for Crayon Flower. With only 10% battery. Oh, there's been a crash with that McLaren. The McLaren gets out of the way. Oh, and there was another car as well. I think the Aston Martin was trying to yield for the McLaren. I wonder if something's happened with the Aston Martin and the McLaren there. Still enough ERS to get over the line. There's a 128.6 for Crayon Flower. It's not the worst time in the world. The McLaren is coming in now. Here comes another Red Bull. Really nice helmet, that. Look at that. Look at all the colours on that one. That's brilliant. Oh, slowing down to let the Haas go. So, yes, I should have known, actually, judging by the ERS. We have Firefish on our lap, so we're going to watch Firefish. And I just saw Firefish put up a purple Sector 1. Eagle is on an out lap 2. Eagle is about to start their lap right now. So 32.4 for Firefish, that's what we need to remember. We'll keep an eye on what Eagle does when Eagle gets there. They're right next to each other as well on the timing boards. And a ball not quite in Firefish's way, but maybe slightly. It's 1.5. Was it 32.4 from Eagle? And that was a 1 minute 5. Eagle puts up a 32.5 as well, so I think they're going to be putting up quite similar times. A 1 minute 0.5. That is really fast from Firefish. I'd be expecting this to be in the 127s for sure. Oh, it's a 127.9. It's close. And we'll see just how far behind Eagle is. Getting a nice tow from their teammate. And it's a 1.7, and that's gone purple, but we know that's not the case. 0.2 away from Firefish. Yeah, it was Firefish. I thought I said it wrong. Haas kind of on the racing line. Another Mercedes kind of in the way, but there's not really anywhere that you can go, to be fair to them. Eagle about to cross the line. This will probably be a 128.2, I think. Oh no, 127.9. It's managed to go a lot faster than Firefish did in Sector 2. Sector 3, sorry. And CQR Rossi's just gone faster with 127.6. That one's come out of nowhere. What a lap that was. We still have a few people left to put a time up. We still need to see near... Well, Button's retired. Lem is coming in, isn't he? Yeah, Lem's coming in. K1 Skies managed to shave 2 seconds in Sector 1. Let's have a good comparison point. It's a 101.4, so we could be looking at around a 128.7, I'd say here. So it could be in the middle of the pack for K1 Skies. Michaela on the out lap 2, just about to start it, I believe. Yep, there we go. And then we are missing NRG Lem as well. Firefish has retired. I just saw something else happen. Yeah, it was Firefish has retired. Skies crosses the line with a 129, so I was a little bit off that. I thought it would be between Crayon Flower and Patronus, but it's just behind Patronus. I just saw somebody else coming out. Oh yeah, that's Dano. Dano will need to go again. Down in P13 for the Williams. Although, luckily for the drivers, with Button and Rodders being out, there's only 2 spaces up for grabs, with Michaela and Lem at the moment in them. But I think we might see Michaela improving. Desbro's on an out lap 2. I'd be expecting the top 3 at least to not bother coming out again. They probably won't need to. Those are some fast times. Now, let's have a look at what this is from Michaela. It's a 101 dead, so half a second up on Patronus. Could be looking at around between a nifty Nasri and a Notras sort of area. Michaela. Probably not quite close enough to their teammate though. There's an Alpine that's going to come around the corner there, but the Alpine is out of the way and going into the pits, trying to use a little bit, trying to make the most of the track. Is a 128.4. It's a good time from Michaela. Apparently, not apparently, at the moment it's Nero Snuldeck who is the driver in danger with 5 minutes to go. That 29.7 will need to be improved. Dano also will need to go and improve again. I think K1 Skies might... K1 Skies are probably going to bring it in on this lap. I'd be expecting them to bring it in this lap. The battery is not going down, so this will be coming in for a new set of tyres as Dano starts their lap. Jay Clates, I miss what time Jay Clates put in Sector 2. Desbro has retired. I think Desbro has... I'm not too sure what happened. What's happened? Yeah, for some... Okay, so Desbro is now out, which means that there's only one person who can be eliminated from Q1, so it's kind of made it a little bit less peril. I'm not too sure why Desbro was out. Desbro was high enough. Yeah, 128.1. Desbro was in P5. Didn't need to come out. Yeah. Didn't it? Indeed. And it is a 101.2 for Dano. That's gone purple, but we know that's not purple. It's 0.7 off of what Firefish did. So Dano not going to be making a huge improvement, but it will be an improvement. Probably enough. Maybe to... I don't know actually. We shall see what Dano can do as they cross the line now. It's a 128.8. It's not the worst time for Dano. Eagle has retired as well. He thinks he's safe, and I think he will be too. Patronus is coming out for his lap now. Nero Snuldeck is on an outlap. We've got Lem as well, who's about to cross the line. This will be only go at it. It's a 128.6. It's not a bad time from Lem. Should be enough to get them into the next qualifying session. So we are only losing... oh no, Desbro... Okay, no, I think we are still going to lose 2 drivers, but it just means we're only going to lose 4 next round. Dano, this is an end lap. Lem is an end lap. Patronus on the outlap, and everyone else is sort of just waiting, probably for the prime moment. So we shall go to cinematic camera to watch Patronus. Do we have anyone else who's on an outlap? We've got Nero Snuldeck, who is going to be starting his lap before Patronus does. So we shall ride on board with the Alpine driver. We've got one Alpine in P2. Nifty Nasri has now retired, so he thinks that's going to be safe. Benny Boy and Resilience may as well retire as well. Nasri has. And here we go, Nero Snuldeck starting his lap. Quite like that helmet as well, quite like the design. Resilience has retired, there we go. Michaela is going for another outlap, and that is an interesting call from the McLaren driver. Definitely don't want to bin it like their teammate did. Sky's on the outlap too, as he's the driver in danger at the moment. Jake Cates is also in a little bit of trouble, as is Patronus and Dano as well. Dano is not going to have enough time to go out again, so Dano will have to satisfy himself with a 128.8. And we'll try and compare Patronus and Snuldeck. There's a 32.7 from Snuldeck, a 0.4 improvement so far. Going to need a little bit more than that, as Snuldeck is about to DK, maybe might be better to say. Nero, could just call him Nero. It's a 101.3 from Nero, so that's not bad at all. Let's see what Patronus can do. It's a 32.4, that's a good time from Patronus. K1 Sky is starting their lap 2. We'll see what Nero can do. I don't think we're going to see a massive improvement here from Nero. And it's 128.9, so it's a second up, but it's not a lot of places up. So at the moment, J Clates, K1 Skies are in a little bit of danger. Patronus, Lem has now retired. Patronus is absolutely flying. This is a potential lap to do as fast as Firefish and Eagle and get himself really high up the board. Might be looking at an Alpha Tauri 1-2 in Q1 here. And there we have the checkered flag for only, well, 4 drivers on track, but there's quite a lot of drivers that have retired. Where is Patronus going to cross the line here? It is P2, it is an Alpha Tauri 1-2. Michaela has invalidated, so just need to bring that one home safely. We're going to ride on board with Jay Clates, who's found 0.8 of an improvement. That is not going to be enough for Sector 1. There is a... A1 Skies is not going to find improvement, I don't think. No, so this is between Nero and Clates, presumably. I don't know what's going to happen with... Or Desbro will just be out. I don't know what's happening there. Anyway, Clates does need to save himself, that's all we know. K1 Skies has retired. It's all down to J Clates. Can he get himself out of trouble? Yes, he can. That was P9. So, what is going to happen with the McLaren driver? Are we only going to lose one driver who actually put a lap in? Right, let's have a look. There's Michaela. Yeah, so Desbro is out, so we do lose Nero, and we do lose K1 Skies. And as well as Desbro. So I actually lied, we are going to lose 5 drivers this time. Meaning that next for Q2 we're only going to lose 4. At the moment it looks like Locker, Lem, Flower, Dano, Notras and Clates might be drivers in a little bit of trouble. Resilience did that on a medium tyre, that was quite something. So Q2 is looking exciting for who is going to be who's going to be going through, but both AlphaTauris look fast here. Who shall be the first driver on track? Patronus is then F3. Well, either you've got a really good track it, either you've got a really good track, it was a fluke, or you should not be in F3. So it looks like Dano is going to be the first driver on track. Nasri will follow him. And then behind them is Rossi. Followed by Lem in the Haas. Dano leading the way in the Williams, the only Williams left. Well, if you can have a one-off lap every lap, Patronus. K1 Skies has left the session. K1 Skies, I think we lost in Q1. So all of the drivers are actually on track apart from Firefish. So this will make things quite interesting. We'll be able to hopefully compare everyone's Q1 and Q2, Sector 1, Sector 2 and Sector 3 times. Apart from Firefish, who's ruining everyone's fun. So first on track is going to be Dano. And we shall ride on board with him. Dano is followed by Rossi, and then Nifty Nasri, and then Lem. Dano maybe could have gotten a little bit closer to the advertisement board on the left there, but it's not too bad from Dano. It's a 32.8 for Dano. Let's see what Rossi's got. Oh no, Rossi's gone wide. Nifty Nasri does a 32.3. Lem 32.7, so 32.3 is the time to beat so far. Locker does a 32.7. Those 32.3 is the time to beat. Where's Dano? There he is. Dano is done a 101.3, so a little bit off of the pace, ever so slightly. Nifty Nasri now will navigate this. I think he is the fastest man on track so far. It's a 1.7 from Nifty Nasri. That's not a bad time at all. Lem is a 101.5 and RSF1 Locker is a 101.1. So at the moment Nifty Nasri is the fastest car out of the ones that we've been looking at. Rossi taking a bit of damage. We'll see if Patronus can... we'll ride on board with Patronus for now, although it might be better to ride on board with Eagle actually. We shall ride on board with Eagle, who did a 32.4 in Sector 1. I think that's a little bit behind what Nasri did. Locker comes across the line with a 128.5. We're surely going to see Rossi pit for a new front wing. Eagle with the Carlos Sainz helmet. Navigating the final corner. Jay Clates goes fastest with a 128 dead, so at the moment it's an Alfa Romeo 1-2. Some of the big hitters yet to cross the line though. Here comes Eagle with a 128.1. It's a good time from him, but it's not quite enough to beat the Alfa Romeos. Benny Boy has put up a good time there with a 1.5 entering Sector 2. Can he keep things nice and tidy? I like that line. Patronus is about to cross the line as well. He does a 128.6. Can't quite do the time that he did before. It's a 127.7. Benny Boy has done that quite easily. Resilience is about to cross the line too. He does a 127.7 as well, but not quite fast enough to beat Benny Boy And I also think Flower, yeah, Crown Flower, the 146.3. So we can ride on board with Flower, because I think Flower is the only person on the actual lap. Because Rossi's in the pits, everyone else is going to be on an in lap. Firefish in the pits too. Going to be coming in now. Crown Flower gets a little bit tidy on the curve, but it's not awful. It's a 132.6 for Crayon Flower. So at the moment, looking at around probably between Eagle and Locker, based on what we saw in Sector 1. What we see in Sector 2 will be a more telling sign. Oh, it is a 101.1. So again, yeah, looking at sitting between Eagle and Locker. It's quite a big gap between Eagle and Locker, and then everything's quite tight between Locker and Lem. Rossi on the outlap. Just entering Sector 2 now. Crown Flower crosses the line with a 128.6, so I was a little bit off with my prediction of getting between Eagle and Locker, but... And is that movement from Firefish? No, it's not. It's a Lem coming out again. So Lem choosing not to wait for the end of Q2 to go out, then wants to go out again. Is there a way to see the percentage of the tyre? I don't think there is there? Oh, yes, there are. So Lem is coming out on a fresh pair of softs. Crayon Flower did that on... I don't know if they're scuffed actually, no, I don't think they are. So everyone is on fresh softs. Lem coming out on a fresh pair though. Rossi starting their lap. Well, it does actually say 0 laps still for Rossi, so maybe not Raz, Patronus, Clates, Resilience, Benny Boy and Crayon Flower all came out on a scuffed pair just to get a time up. Looks like Patronus got struggling a little bit with that scuffed pair than he did in Q1. Rossi looking good though. It's 31.8, and I am pretty sure that is the fastest we've seen so far, at least for the drivers that we've been riding on board with and spectating. Always get a nice bit of speed here. DRS activated. Coming in to, that is definitely the fastest we've seen, surely. That is a 1 minute dead from CQR Rossi, not a 1 minute 0.5 like we saw in Q1. This could be a really fast time from the Alpha Tauri driver. I have to get used to calling them the Racing Bulls soon. Rossi could be looking maybe at 126. Oh, it's a 127.1. I'm a big fan of his line. Everyone seems to be getting quite close to the pit lane. Yeah, well, sort of to the left side of the track. Rossi decided to stay on the right side. So 127.1. It's a lot faster than everyone else. Firefish is on their lap now with a 32.2. That was also really quick from Firefish. I think it might have been 31.9 though from Rossi, if I remember rightly. It was definitely... what was it now? Was it 1 minute? Firefish about to enter Sector 2 with a 1.2, keeping the car under control. Really nice work here from Firefish. Where will Firefish end up here? This could be a P1 from Firefish. sticking to the left side. It's not, it's a P2, but it's a great time from Firefish. Dano on an out lap, we've got Not Raz on an actual lap. We'll ride on board with them. Let's see what the time is entering sector 2. Seeing if it's off the pace, if there's any improvement. It's a 101 dead. There's a 0.1 improvement. There's not enough here, I don't think, to go and get Eagle. Notraz may have to run again. Let's check the tyres. I think this could be a scuffed pair. Potentially. Notraz is about to cross the line. It's a 128.2, so there's a slight improvement and does get closer to Eagle and Nifty Nasri and, well, everyone really, but perhaps not enough. Eagle is about to come out on their out lap. Dano is on their lap, 101 dead. It's looking like this could be a Q2 exit for Dano. Sector 3 needs to be immaculate. I don't know if Dan will be able to run again after this. So certainly not a fresh pair of softs anyway. Dano about to cross the line. It's a 128.2 for Dano, so he's saved himself for now. For how much longer we don't know. Eagle on an out lap. Not Raz is invalidated, but I think it was coming in anyway. Michaela on an out lap, and we've got Eagle on an out lap too. So Eagle needing to get a P4 today to keep his championship hopes alive. I do think the championship is going to be kept alive as long as Firefish doesn't DNF. All he needs is 1 point. But I've seen that the most likely Division 2 champion is in the chat. He will be, I was going to say maybe he'll be hoping for Firefish and Eagle not to score points, but maybe he's thinking, I don't want to do it for them not doing it. I want to win it on track next week. So Eagle is about to, well, Eagle has started their lap now. Sorry. No, I think Dano's on an in lap. Michaela's on an out lap. I thought that might have been a little bit wide there from Eagle, but it's kept under control. We also have NRG Lem out on an out lap. We've got Nifty Nasri, we've got Clates on an out lap. We've got quite a lot of people on an out lap. Firefish and Rossi are probably going to be okay. Potentially Resilience and Benny Boy as well, but I think everyone else probably needs to go again. The Alpha Tauri of... is that Alpha Tauri? Yes, the Alpha Tauri of Patronus getting out of the way. Eagle is actually no improvement from Eagle. Might have to go again. Not going to have enough time. So this will be it for Eagle. Michaela on their lap 2. 0.3 of an improvement for Michaela. We're just going to ride on board with... no, Eagle is bringing it in. So Eagle will be hoping that there's no improvement from Dano, Not Raz, Locker. Well, there won't be an improvement from Dano. From Not Raz, Locker, Patronus, Flower and Michaela. Patronus will be starting soon. Locker has started. Michaela, a 1 minute 0.7. That's quite... I don't think that's too bad. That could be around P6, P7. Let's see where Michaela ends up. Yeah, P6. So that will push Dano out to being the driver in danger, and Not Raz is invalidated. So Not Raz will not be improving either. RSF1 Locker's made a slight improvement. Oh, Patronus has lost it. How much does that cost him? He's still up on the time though. Still making improvement, but that could be costly for Patronus. Crayon Flower about to cross the line too. Or the line to sector 2. 0.4 of an improvement. So we shall watch Nifty Nasri as well. And J Clates invalidated, so there'll be no improvement from J Clates. It's a 1.9 for RSF1 locker, so if you've just seen Michaela pop up 27.9, we could be looking at potential P9 here for locker, but I don't think it's going to be much better than that. It is a P9 from locker. I am on fire with these today. And oh, that was not Raz's invalidation. We've got so Patronus is actually faster than what locker was. Dano already out. Eagle probably about to be knocked out by Patronus. Patronus goes P9, and now it's up to Crayon Flower and Locker. Everyone else is safe. Lem takes a checkered flag. Crayon Flower goes P4. That's knocks Lem out. Sorry, Locker out. Lem is fine. Lem's fine. Don't worry, Lem. I got it wrong. J Clates' invalidation not costing him too much, so we will be losing Locker, Eagle, Dano and not Raz. So Eagle down in P12. The man in P3 in the championship who needs to get P4 today will be hoping that his race pace is a little bit better than the qualifying pace. And that is a checkered flag for everyone as J Clates is about to bring the car into the mechanics. And then we can end 14th to 4th. Yeah, very big lap from Crayon. And Eagle needs something similar. He needs a 12th to 4th. So there we have it. That is the end of Q2. And the big news being that we lose Eagle. Also out with Eagle. Look how tight that is between Locker and Patronus. Also out is not Raz, Dano and Locker. And progressing, we have Rossi, who's looking really good. It's an AlphaTauri sandwich for the people who are progressing. So Patronus in P10, J Clates, and then it's actually AlphaTauri, and then Alfa Romeo, and then the pattern sort of ends. Then Firefish in the Alpine, Crayon Flower in the Mercedes, Benny Boy in the Red Bull, Resilience in the Ferrari, Lem in the Haas, Michaela in the McLaren. So only AlphaTauri and Alfa Romeo have progressed both drivers into the next qualifying session. Aston Martin are out, as are both the Williamses. And one of the Williams isn't even being driven by anyone today. So let's get back on. Everyone has a fresh pair of softs. I wonder if they'll be saving that for the final run. Let's put that on and just see if anyone might change. So we've got 12 minutes of Q3 left to go. That should be enough for at least 2 runs. Well, it will be enough for at least 2 runs. Maybe someone can get 3 out, but first out then is Rossi, as per usual, now that we've lost Dano. A Nasri podium. The prediction from the chat. So we have Rossi, followed by Nasri, followed by Resilience, followed by Flower, and then Patronus, and then Benny Boy, and then J Clates. Out comes Firefish as well, so Firefish coming up nice and early today. Lem and Michaela are sitting in the pits for a little bit longer. So let's get a cinematic camera view of Rossi. And I do actually have a clip of something that happened between... Of course, Nasri will be getting the grid penalty. Whilst they do that, I shall have a look at the incident between Rodders and Nasri, which resulted in Nasri... Oh, I've got an ad for a wheel. Great. Thanks for that. That's right in the way. Oh, okay. Oh, that's a bad one. So, I shall describe it for you guys. Nifty Nasri loses control of the car going into turn 1, spins it, comes back onto the track and knocks Rodders out. Probably on Nasri that one. So Rossi is starting the lap first. Rossi, who's been P1 in both sessions so far, absolutely loves Jeddah. And Resilience just behind, and then behind them is Nasri. There's a little bit of a train. So Rossi is about to take that out of the way because everyone's on fresh. Rossi does a 32.7. Resilience does 32.6, so that is the fastest time so far. Nifty Nasri does 32.2. That is definitely the fastest time. I think not Patronus, I think Rossi... Yeah, Rossi's given up on this one. I think. So Resilience is next. I missed that. It was a 33 dead for Patronus. Didn't see what Benny Boy put up. So we shall go back to Ross. No, we won't. We shall go back to Resilience. Let's see. That Red Bull is going to be getting a nice bit of tow from Flower. 101.1. Missed the time for Benny Boy. Jay Clates is invalidated. So Resilience crosses the line. Right on board with Benny Boy, who's getting this lovely tow from Crayon Flower. Red Bull and Mercedes can work together, in fact. Nifty Nasri does a 127.3. It's a 127.5 for Benny Boy, so even with all that tow, Nifty Nasri still goes P1. Firefish. Was that a 103 that I saw? Yeah, I think Firefish is having 2 warm-ups. Or probably made a mistake somewhere and decided to abandon the lap, so we shall ride on board with Firefish. Yeah, Lem is going to be... we'll just have a look at the timing board for Lem. It might be more interesting to watch Firefish in the Alpine. That was P3 for Firefish, and there we have Lem, who goes P3 with a 127.5, so a great time for Lem in the Haas. Mercedes Flower getting nice out of the way. Patronus with a bit of a slow time there with a 129. Flower's actually gone a little bit slow with a 128.92. Resilience with an average time, and Lem, Benny Boy and Nasri go quite quickly. I wonder if anyone is going to be able to get into the 126s today. We shall see how much of an improvement Firefish is about to be making. Firefish a 1:08. So not quite as quick as we have seen from Firefish. Firefish is about to cross the line. Oh no, Firefish is not. Firefish has abandoned the lap. So, fresh set of softs potentially going on here. And going again, Jay Clate's invalidated again. I think everyone's going to be coming in now, so I might have to do a little bit of filler. Everyone is coming in. We'll just have a look at the Haas of Lem. Yeah, Lem is bringing it in too. So it's going to be a mad dash, I think, when there's only 2 minutes to go. So Michaela, Rossi and Jay Clates will be going in without a banked lap. All or nothing, as it were, for those two. 3, sorry, I can count. Gonna blame it on the uni work, it's making my brain not work. So everyone coming in, and we'll be waiting. If anyone wants to go and get a biscuit, actually, no, I was going to say now will be the time. Now probably wouldn't be the time, actually. That's maybe a little bit early there from Rossi as he comes out, and he's only going to have one chance at this. I don't think he's going to have enough time to go twice. He's come out a little bit early, I think. The good news is, Ipswich are winning. And as sort of confirmed by the other drivers not coming out, Rossi is on his own on track. I wonder if he's going to be maybe taking 2 warm-up laps, maybe. Time will tell. I think the optimum time to come out around here is about 2 minutes 32 minutes, though. So you can have a good warm-up without being too pressed for time. A little bit of brake being put on there, just to warm the tyres. Still no sign of anybody coming out. They might wait for Rossi to cross the start-finish line first. We shall see what Rossi's DRS does. It looks like this is going to be the lap for Rossi. Yep, there it is. So he will be the first man to set a lap. Certainly not going to be any time to go again after this on a new set of softs. Looks like there's enough fuel to go again though, if Rossi needs it. The DRS is going to be a little bit ruined. Anyway, Rossi is looking to carry on his perfect streak, although he will have to go faster than he's gone before. Get in front of Nasri. This is a great way to do it from Rossi. It's a great start from him. He crosses the into sector 2 with a 31.6. We've got a lot of the drivers coming out now. Lem is out. Clates is out. Patronus is out. Firefish is out. Benny Boy's out. Crayon Flower and Clates are coming. Crayon Flower and Nasri are coming out too. It's just Michaela and Resilience who haven't left the pit lane yet. It is a 59.7 for Rossi. This is looking really quick. Last corner. I almost didn't want to talk because I didn't want to put him off. This could be the first driver to get into the 126s today. Everyone else on an out lap. Rossi crosses the line. He's taken his weird line again, but it's a 126.7 for Rossi. So if Nifty Nasri wants to overtake him, he needs a 0.7 improvement on his time. We're going to ride on board with the Haas at the front. Or shall we? Nasri looks like he wants to just make sure that everyone is out of the way. He's only got 1 minute 10 though to cross the start-finish line. Lem is going to be the first driver. And then he is followed by Jay Clates and then Firefish. Firefish could be the one to watch actually. I think we'll ride on board with Firefish because I think the World Championship relevance will be vital. It looks like the drivers are going to be giving themselves a little bit of room, so Lem is going first. don't really want to get in the dirty air of the driver in front of you either. Not too bad a line from Lem. We could have got a little bit closer there. But every driver other than Rossi are going to be going for it here. So 31.7 I think we saw. It's a 32 dead. Let's see what Firefish can respond with. 31.9. And I think the Alfa Romeo has given up on it. Michaela, I missed it, sorry. And then we got Patronus, who is invalidated, so some people have already fallen. I think that's the Alfa Romeo. Oh, Resilience has retired. He's binned it somewhere, maybe. Lem does a 1 minute dead. Firefish. 59.9. This is going to be quick from Firefish too. We're going to stay on board with Firefish. I think this is going to be the battle for P1. We also need to see what Nifty Nasri's doing as well, actually. It's a 30 Nifty Nasri, someone to keep an eye on as well. It's going to be between Rossi, Firefish and Nasri, I think. Lem is about to cross the line. Let's see what time we get from Lem. Lem goes P2 with a 27.3. Firefish does a 27.0, so keeping it where it is. Nifty Nasri will have the grid penalty. And maybe Rossi's strange line that I keep calling it is actually a good line. Michaela has taken the checkered flag. That'll be a 127.8 for Michaela. Crayon, Flower, Patronus and Jay Clates still. Jay Clates bringing it in because of the invalidation. Nifty Nasri goes P3. Crayon Flower's given up, as has Patronus. So that is that. It is going to be CQR Rossi P1, BHA Firefish P2, Nifty Nasri P3, although it will be Lem starting because Nasri's going to have a 5-place grid penalty, so which means that Lem, Benny Boy, Michaela, Resilience and Crown Flower will all go 1 place up. So then it's Benny Boy P4, Michaela P5, Resilience P6, Crown Flower P7, Nifty Nasri P8, Patronus P9 and J Clates P10. So the Alfa Romeo's a lot closer together. And Jay Clates will be especially disappointed because he wasn't able to set a time. I think Patronus will be quite disappointed as well to have only done a 129. Flower probably quite disappointed as well with a 128.92. I think all of the drivers who did, well, I think the bottom 3 really will be a little bit disappointed with the way Q1 went, Q3 went. Resilience said, I did a Resilience turn 3. Resilience will probably be a little bit disappointed too with binning it. But there we have it. Firefish looking to keep the World Championship alive. It's not entirely over. Let's just take a look at the standings. Oh, it's on the website now, isn't it? F1. Standings. Oh, it's actually quite a big gap. It's a 53-point gap. But there is the opportunity to bring it down from 53 to 20 odd and put a little bit of pressure on Watt and Lowell. I don't think I think Eagle's done now. Rossi in P5. Strangely, Division 4, the guy who was top of that has been moved up to Division 3 now, I've just checked. Seems a little bit late, presumably he asked for it, but that has opened the championship up a little bit there between Quick Mick, Old Man's in Immortal. Anyway, we'll focus on Division 2. Constructors could be a little bit more of a talking point. I think we've only got one Haas in the top 10, if I remember correctly. Alpha Tauri, this could be their day with Rossi and Petronas to get themselves some points. Alpine 2 will be hoping to get some points back as well, but Watton Lowell and his teammate could be doing a clean sweep. Well, his teammate won't be, but Watton Lowell could be doing a clean sweep of everything. Oof. Talking is very difficult today. So now we shall wait for a little bit longer. I will be back in 2 minutes. I don't actually have access, I don't think, to the Div 2 chat, so if there's anything that's gone in there about a race start time, I can't give you guys any indication of what time it might be, but I shall be back in a second. So I am back. I'm sure you missed me so much. Let's check if I have been given any access to anything. Well, I have been given access to things. Has anyone said anything? So ready up in 2 minutes' time. So the race will be starting up at 5 past. I do now, yes. Thank you, Stars. I'd be completely lost without you. So we are 1 minute away from the race start time. And Division 2 have been told to ready up. So any second now, we shall see the formation lap beginning. Any second now. There we go. So let's have a look at. Oh no, wrong. Oh, that button. Turn that on. Let's have a look at the tyres. So all of the drivers are going for either medium or hard. We've got everyone on medium apart from Flower, Nasri, Clates, Not Raz and Rodders, who have gone for the hard tyre. So the drivers to watch today are going to be Eagle and Firefish. Firefish needs to get as many points as they can. Eagle needs to get a P4. From what we saw in qualifying, it looks a lot more likely that Firefish is going to get some points rather than Eagle get a P4. But if Firefish DNFs or something, which I of course don't hope that he does, then we will see things look a little bit like that could be all she wrote for the championship. Eagle will need a strong race here to keep his championship hopes alive. It is Formula 1, anything can happen. So whatever happens for Firefish, he will be going for the win. It's not over until it's over. And the drivers are forming up, ready to start. And now we've got an advert. Well, that's absolutely fantastic timing. Hopefully Button at the end takes his time so that the people don't miss the start. Come on, Button, take your time. Oh, no. Rodders, take your time. Be a snail. Eagle always does better in the race than the quali. Well, there we go. Everyone is in position. Let's hide the UI. Oh, no, let's not hide the UI. It's a decent start from Rossi and he gets away cleanly from Firefish. Everyone seems to have gotten away quite well. I thought there was going to be a little bit of some problems going on off the start, but everyone's gotten away nice and cleanly. Eagle has lost a position to Dano though. He's down in P13. Oh, something's happened here. No, it hasn't. Oh, yes, it has. Desbro, has he got damage? I'm trying to see if he's got damage. Oh, that would be a good angle to see. Yeah, he is missing a front wing, so he is going to have to pit because it is horrible losing a front wing round here. Oh, Resilience is right behind Michaela. And Rossi is already 1.1 seconds away from Firefish. This guy's getting closer to Nero as well at the back. Looks like Michaela's going to be going for a move around the outside of Lem. Michaela might have a little bit more straight line speed than Lem. They've both activated overtake. Rossi puts up the fastest lap with a 1:32.6. That's probably faster than I could go. And Michaela does outbrake Lem. And Michaela does... Oh, is maybe going to hold on to the position. That's good driving from Lem. Lem is not backing out of this yet. Michaela's going to have the inside line. Lem yields. And now Michaela can go about catching Benny Boy. and Firefish. Oh, look how close Resilience is to Lem. Lem could be dropping down the places here. Surely Resilience is going to get the outbreak done. Oh, forces. Well, don't force Lem wide, but Lem goes wide. And Lem sits behind Resilience. Now Resilience can go and put some pressure on Michaela. And I think there's been a mistake from Rossi, because all of a sudden Firefish is right next to him. And Benny Boy might be able to do a through comes Hamilton moment here. Firefish is away. Is there damage? No, there's no damage on that car. I'm not too sure what happened to Rossi. Benny Boy's looking at trying to get a chance to lead the race here. Benny Boy going for it again on Firefish. Benny Boy actually put up the fastest lap. Slightly outbreaks Firefish, but it looks like Firefish is going to hold on. Probably going to get the better traction coming out of that as well with the line. Eagle down in P13 still, and Rodders has managed to just get past K1 The Skies and the Red Bull. Michaela is all over the back of Rossi now, and all of the drivers have bunched up a little bit at the front. There was a little bit of a gap forming. Oh, Resilience has lost it. Oh, has he taken damage? Doesn't look like there's any damage on that Ferrari, but he's going to lose a lot of places. He's going to lose out to both Alfa Romeos, and Resilience is all the way down in P9 after that little slip. And Jay Clates gets past his teammate Nifty Nasri. Nasri had the pace over him in qualifying, and it looks like Patronus is looking at getting past Resilience now. Resilience is all over the place at the moment. We've got Benny Boy who's getting close to Firefish. We are going to have DRS now. And there it is, the DRS is on. Firefish will have another chance if he doesn't defend from Benny Boy to take it on the straight. And it looks like Nifty Nasri is going to get past Clates too. How will Benny Boy position that Red Bull now? He's got a really good getaway. Firefish has got a lot more speed. Crayon Flower puts up the fastest lap, and Firefish is happy to just sit behind. Nifty Nasri a little bit further behind, and he'll be hoping that Jay Clates can maybe do a good job for him. Eagle's got himself up into P11, although it was because of a Resilience hit. Oh no, oh no, 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 what has happened? Where's that? That is Firefish. That is Firefish, and now things are getting really dramatic, because as things stand, Watt and Lowell has won drivers. Of all the people to go out, that was the one person we wouldn't have wanted to go out for drama anyway. Is that car still there? I'm not too sure what happened. I'm not sure. Maybe he just got pushed off. Let's see if there's any damage on any of the other cars. It doesn't look like it. I don't think anything's been noted about major collisions. I think Firefish has just locked up or something. Anyway, we don't have time to check because it's not a proper safety car, it's a VSC. We're back underway. And Lem has gotten past Flower. That's shaken the order up a little bit. Eagle up into P10 though. Oh, and Lem's lost control of the car. That will give Crayon Flower enough chance to get closer. And will Jay Clates and Nifty Nasri just... there's a... yeah, that is RSF1 Locker coming in. Michaela in P3, Benny Boy P2, C2R Rossi at the front. The front three is starting to get away a little bit. Lem's kind of lost control of the car a little bit. Patronus doing a great job of just sitting behind the two Alfa Romeos, and the two Alfa Romeos are doing a great job as well. of just getting up the places. It looks like Dano has gone wide and lost a place to Nero, and also importantly Eagle, who is up in P9 now. And Patronus is going to try and break this Alfa Romeo train. I don't know if the Alfa Romeos are trying to work together or not, but they're doing a good job. Oh, well, that's not going to be so good. I've spoken too soon. Patronus is surely going to get past Nifty Nasri here, and does. I'm 90% sure I've seen Nifty Nasri in Division 4 at some point, surely. Either that or I've commented on a Div 2 race in the past. But Patronus can really put Jay Clates under pressure here and get himself up into P6. And it looks like Eagle's going to go with him. Has Nasri got damage or something? What's happened to that Alfa Romeo? Eagle into P8. We've got Benny Boy, who's just taken the lead of the Grand Prix. Jay Clates is going to try and get past Lem. It looks like Lem is really struggling for grip out there. Tries to make him outbrake, but he's just lost a little bit of time to Jay Clates instead. Michaela's getting close to Benny Boy. We've got Desbro, who's gotten past K1 Skies at the back for P15. And Resilience have just put up the fastest time. And no, it's not. It is not Raz who just put up the fastest time. And Jay Clates has just gone wide and has lost a lot of positions there. I think Nasri is going to have to let him have the place back though, and does. Nero getting, but that is going to be very important for Eagle, because he now only has Patronus to catch to get up another position. So Patronus did a great job of sitting behind the Alfa Romeos until he got past them. Crayon Flower has managed to make the overtake happen to get into P3. 2.3 seconds behind Benny Boy and Rossi. It looks like Benny Boy is going to go for the overtake around the outside here of Rossi. And Rossi will sit behind. Will Rossi have DRS? Yes, Rossi will have DRS, so there's opportunity to come back here. And Michaela is going to get past Crayon Flower too. And that is surely going to be made stick. Rossi is not going to make a move going into turn 1. Eagle in P6, so we can put pressure on Lem, who has been a little bit all over the place today. You'd expect, with the pace that Eagle and Patronus have been putting up, to get past Lem. Then the next, well, probably this lap for Eagle, and then maybe next lap for Patronus. Lem has somewhat lost track a little bit. Resilience has put up the fastest lap now in the Ferrari, Eagle's teammate. And we're on lap 7, so about halfway through, roughly. Just over halfway through the stint for the medium tyre runners. And about halfway, so just over halfway for the mediums and about halfway for the hards. It's a little bit over. Yeah, no, I'm a little bit off of that actually. Eagle trying to get closer to Lem. Clates and Nasri are a little bit close as well. Patronus is in danger of being out of DRS range here of Eagle. And Eagle to get himself up into P5, which is the magical P5. And then he only needs one place after that. Resilience has just gotten past Rodders for P12. Resilience has got a decent amount of pace about him. Lem is going to get DRS off of Crayon Flower. Not going to get close enough to make a move, but there's a massive difference. Yes, you can. Sorry, Easton. There you go. There's the tyres. Let me have a good look at that. For coming off it, Patronus getting a little bit closer to Eagle. That's someone that Eagle will not want to overtake him on his crusade to get into the top 4. I'm going to go back to look at position changes. So Resilience and obviously Firefish, the big losers, big winners, Eagle and Nero and Rodders. No penalties, which is good. Oh, and I thought there was a little bit of a mistake there from Patronus, but That's fine. Rossi getting closer and closer to Benny Boy. As both drivers do a great job of staying closer or close enough to each other. Oh, I thought he was going to have a little look up the inside there, but it looks like he might have lost a little bit of control, Rossi. Crown Flowers past Michaela. Michaela is going to get DRS and is going to have another go at getting back in front. And Eagle is going to get past Lem. And looking at, I wanted to have a look at everyone's DRS. And now Eagle is 1 place behind Crayon Flower. And then not too far away from Michaela. Rodders gets P13 back from Not Ras. Oh, that I don't know if the FIA will give a warning for that one. Actually, I think because there wasn't acceleration, I think it might be okay. We've seen that Crown Flower and Michaela have been doing a lot of fighting, so it's not like Michaela's just too fast and DRS is keeping Crown Flower within the range. Eagle is a lot faster. His race pace is very good. Rossi getting closer to Benny Boy, but I think we're going to watch on board with this one. Desbro is probably going to get past Not Ras here in the Rodders Not Ras Desbro fight. When it comes to DRS, they're doing okay. Crayon Flower looking to get up the inside. I wonder if Eagle might have thought about it, but Eagle will need to get past one of them so that he can get DRS and then potentially get away. Although Crayon Flower isn't going to have DRS here, and that is great driving from Eagle, and he does. So Crayon Flower from P3 to P5 in a matter of seconds. Michaela back into P3, Eagle into P4, which means that the championship is now back alive. Just. Lem is getting closer to Flower as well. Patronus has managed to stay with them and catch them, and that was a mistake from Michaela. Which means that there's an opportunity here for Crayon Flower to get past Michaela, as Eagle is now in P3 on the podium. Oh no! Oh no! He's out! Me and my big mouth! And that is surely a safety car. And that, I don't know what happened there. I think it looked to me like Eagle just lost control. It looked to me like Eagle lost control and took Lem with him. Got a little bit too keen to accelerate out, and I thought Eagle was gonna go and chase Benny Boy and Rossi. Not disabled. We want to look at tyres. There we go. I think those tyres might have just given up. Surely we're going to see everyone coming into the pits now. The Haas of Button is in the pits. Oh, he'll be hoping that nobody... Oh. He'll be hoping that everyone comes in so that he doesn't get lapped. I think Button's going to be okay. Yep, Button will be okay. So he has been sort of saved with this. Benny Boy opting for the hards. I imagine everyone's going to go for the hards. Nero's got a 5-second penalty for speeding in the pit lane. Everyone has come into the pits. So Resilience. Is Resilience going to stay out on the hards? No, Resilience is not. Not Raz is surely going to come in. It is going to be As You Were. I don't think there's going to be many teams struggling with the stack. Maybe Patronus lost a little bit of time, but I think it's all okay. Not Raz is coming in, Rodders is coming in, Desbro is coming in, Locker's coming in, K1 will come in too, and Button won't need to come in again. He will just be having to worry about that delta. Yeah, that is the immediate commentary curse. You are right, Days. I sort of did it with Firefish earlier as well. Kind of. Not quite as bad as that one. But of all the people to DNF, for the drama's sake, we needed it to be Firefish and Eagle, who didn't. And that's what we've got. So, What and Lol is now the champion. So congratulations to What and Lol. I've come in for my first commentary session on Division 2, and I've brought you some luck, it would seem. Although, looking at the standings, it didn't look like you needed much luck. Nah, I'm not giving myself enough credit, that was all me. Well. So Rossi is now caught up with the safety car. Button will catch up to the safety car. Everyone is now on fresh tyres, and I wonder if those medium tyres will be able to go to the end. They probably will do, and Crayon Flower will probably be hoping to try and get past Benny Boy and Rossi as soon as they can. I think there's potential risk for the people that have gone onto the medium tyre. I mean, there's not really much else that they could have done. They would have got eaten alive either way. Maybe like a double soft, but 7 and 7 may as well just go 14 laps on the mediums, really. But I think a double soft might have worked. Maybe if you're in like P14 or P13, like maybe RSF1 Locker could have gone for it because he's already got 4 lap old mediums. But everyone else, I don't really think there's much point risking it, really. Especially for someone like Clates or Flower all the way up here. Doesn't make much sense. So we shall ride on board in cinematic camera behind the safety car. So, such drama that we've had here in Saudi Arabia. With Firefish doing what looked like a lock-up. It looked like... I didn't actually see the crash of Firefish. But it looked like it was just a lock-up and he went straight on. And Eagle, we did see... Lol, as confirmed there by RSF1 Hunt, is the champion. And it looked like Eagle just got a little bit too overexcited, accelerating out of this corner here that we're just coming out of, where the Red Bull and Haas of Skies... Oh, sorry, where Button is now. Here. It looked like he just got a little bit too enthusiastic, accelerating away. And ended up taking Lem with him. I mean, of all the people to take with him, I think I saw on Constructors that Haas are top. So, yeah, Haas are top. So, of all the people to take with him, that's who it is. That's the one you wanted to take with you. Big winners today could potentially be AlphaTauri, as this would, if everything stays like this, position-wise, AlphaTauri will be top of Constructors. It'll pretty much put the nail in the coffin for Alpine, because... No, Nero is P7. So let's ride on board with Rossi and make sure that he starts nice and safely. The safety car is in the pit lane now, so he can go anytime he wants. And he goes now, and he is using the overtake button. He's sort of caught Benny Boy out, and it looks like Michaela was alongside Crayon Flower. Don't know if you're allowed to restart like that, Michaela. But anyway, Michaela is now... Yeah, maybe made everyone lose a little bit of time, but Jay Clates has managed to get past Crayon Flower because of that, and yeah, well, there goes the McLaren. Maybe a little bit of contact there with Jay Clates. Michaela has now been overtaken by Patronus. Is there damage on that? Oh, goodness gracious. Oh, no, he's got hit by... Yeah, Nero has been hit. It's a yellow flag. It's not a VSC, it's just a yellow flag. Resilience are trying to get past Dano. That's going to make things even better for AlphaTauri. As at the moment it is a 35 points haul, which will see them on 241 points, 12 points clear of Haas. if everything stays as is now, as Resilience are trying to get past Dano. A little bit of a risky place to go for the overtake here, but Resilience does get it done and is now chasing down Nifty Nasri. And Benny Boy has overtaken Rossi, showing that Red Bull are going to have a say in the championship here. Clates, oh, what's happened to Clates? Clates were just going slowly, I think. I don't think there's any problems. Patronus kind of getting left behind a little bit, but is also doing a good job of leaving Michaela behind. Clates is going to try and get past Crown Flower here, but oh no, there's no DRS, is there? Crown Flower using a lot of the ERS. And K1 Sky is getting past RSF1 Locker for P12. Rossi has got a penalty though. Let's see what that is. A 5-second penalty for Rossi. I missed that one. RSF1 Locker has retired from the session, and that is a crash. A lot of drivers losing it there. It's a VSC. Luckily not a full safety car. So Locker, the next car that we've lost. And we're back to green, so Benny Boy did quite well there. Rossi stayed with him. And now there's a 1-second gap between Flower, Clates and Patronus. Michaela trying to get a little bit close to Patronus. And we've got Rodders who's got past K1. Desbro's trying to get past Dano as Dano looks to cling on to the points in P9. Nifty Nazri trying to go around the outside of Michaela, but I think the McLaren's going to be able to hold on. Is Rossi going to be able to go for the lead of the race? I think Rossi's probably just going to wait until DRS gets turned on. There's plenty of time in this race. DRS has now been enabled, so will Rossi get the DRS? No, they won't. We'll get next. No one's getting DRS. Okay. Just thought maybe someone would get it, but Dano probably could have done with it there. Nifty Nasri still struggling to get past Michaela. I was expecting Nifty Nasri to have gone for a move by now, to be honest, but looks like Michaela is proving difficult so far. Rossi is probably going to go for the move on Benny Boy here, and does. But that 5-second penalty is going to be very costly for Rossi. And Crayon Flower and Jay Clates know as well. All they got to do is just stay. Patronus can be the good teammate here and try and hold everyone up, but it looks like maybe we're trying to hold everyone up. He's made things worse. And he's just let Clates and Nasri go. And now he's going to have to watch out for Resilience. Rossi has gotten in front. Oh, guys, careful. Benny Boy touches Rossi a little bit. Thought maybe that Mercedes was about to lose control, but Benny Boy has lost a little bit of ground there to Rossi. Rossi is a lot faster. Rossi could really do with Crayon Flower putting a little bit of pressure on Benny Boy so that he can get away and try and eat into this 5-second penalty of his. It's doable if he can break DRS, I think. And Resilience is trying to get past Patronus, but Patronus is doing a good job of keeping Resilience behind. Oh, I thought we might have had a little bit of an incident there, and now Resilience has just gone up into the hole that was left by Patronus. Patronus down to P8. Oh, there was a little bit of a touch there between Nasri and Michaela. Nasri's going to go around the outside. Michaela... Who's going to get the DRS here? It should surely be Michaela. It will be Michaela. And that is a flashing red light on the back of that Alfa Romeo. And Crayon Flower is not been able to do Rossi any favours. Michaela does get past Nifty Nasri. 3 seconds behind Jay Clates though. So, if nothing, Nasri is at least doing enough to keep his teammate in a relative bit of safety. Crayon Flower will need to hurry up before the medium tyres sort of die off. Still got a few more laps to go on those. Desbro is getting quite close to Petronas. Desbro was, I think, 1.1 seconds behind. 1.5 seconds behind, so I'm not too sure what's happened here. At the moment, Rossi is looking at P4 because of the penalties and does need to get away. Or needs a late safety car to be able to pit for some soft tyres. Take the penalty off that way. We've also got Nasri who's getting closer to Michaela. Trying to sit between both. It looks like Desbro is going to be able to make the move here on Petronas. Maybe not. Benny Boy's gotten past Rossi though. Can Flower get past Rossi too? No. Rossi's going to get DRS, and with that, might even be able to get back into P1. It's good positioning from Benny Boyo, and Rossi does go up the inside anyway. And gets back into P1. Jay Clates is watching all of this unfold and might be able to stick his oar in somewhat. Petronas does lose the place to Desbro. Dano's managed to catch right up as well. And I wonder if we'll have to keep an eye on that time from Not Raz with a 1.5. Rodders and Nero have to pit again. I don't know how far behind they are, everybody. Not Raz is closed that gap by 0.4 already. Resilience is in a McLaren sandwich at the moment between Michaela and Desbro. Crayon Flower, well, top three was a tasty fight, but it looks like Crayon Flower's mediums might be starting to fall off a little bit. And Nero has retired, bringing out another VSC. It looks like Nero's gone where everybody else has gone. I wonder if the VSC can help. Rossi probably would have wanted a full safety car, and Flower is pitting. That's interesting. A lot of the cars are pitting actually. And will this allow people like Button and Skies to get up? So let's have a look at the tyres again. So there's some people going for mediums, some people going for softs. I'm not too sure that was necessarily the right call from Flower, Clates, Petronas, Nasri, Raz and Rodders. Skies has now retired, bringing out a full safety car. So that is surely going to be the wrong call for those drivers. It's going to help Rodders because he's going to be able to catch everyone up. Is he going to go for a fresh set of softs now, Rodders? He may as well. Rossi will be able to get a little bit of his time penalty off here. Will he come out in front of Michaela? Maybe not. But it's not going to be any further back than P3, I don't think. Rossi absolutely needs to come in here. I wonder if someone like Dano or Button might just stay out and think, if I can keep everyone behind for 4 laps. I'm not advocating you should do that, by the way. I'm just wondering if maybe someone will do that. Rossi will be right up against that. Not trying to get a drive through. Oh, hello. Oh, no. Benny Boy's just smashed into the back of Rossi. That is surely going to be a penalty, because that's given Rossi another 5-second penalty. I don't know if Rossi's 5-second penalty will just be taken off, because he is served it now. So Dano... Did Dano stay out? No, he didn't. Did anyone stay out? Crayon Flower stayed out, and that has actually worked out the best for Crayon Flower. So there was me saying it was the wrong call to pit under VSC. It was the absolute right call. Crayon Flower is now P1, and Rossi is P7. Clates, Patronus and Michaela are on mediums though. I'm not sure about that. We're only going to have 4 laps of racing, I think. Button and Rodders slowly catching everyone up. They will catch the safety cars in time. But that was brilliant from Crayon Flower to come out in front of Benny Boy like that. I wonder, did Benny Boy have to maybe change because maybe there was damage for hitting the back of Rossi? I don't know. Oh, I'm a little bit disappointed. Just a tiny bit. But I think it's probably... I think all the drivers have made the right call, but I'm a little bit disappointed that no one decided to stay out on like old hards or old mediums. That's probably not really old mediums would have done much good, but like old hards, and just thought, well, it's either like P10. I just tried to have stayed out, but it probably makes the most sense that everyone came in, really. Safety car not coming in this lap then. So it is going to be coming in at the end of lap 21, presumably. Unless we get a late call from the FIA now. This is going to be very tasty. Now, I would expect that 5-second penalty that Rossi has got is going to be taken off. And it will be whatever his finishing position on track is. That will... Oh, someone come in! Yeah, Rossi's pit again. Oh, Rossi's pit to take his penalty off. Right, well, Rossi is going to be going at the back. Well, Rossi is definitely not going to have a penalty now. I think Crayon will be alright as win taken away. Oh, Rossi's got a lot of work to do. Safety car surely in this lap. We shall ride on board with Crayon Flower. We're going to have full laps. Now, I'm not too sure where Rossi pitted, but maybe he wanted extra fresh tyres. Is anyone going to be making a move down into turn 1? It looks like Patronus is forcing Dano wide a little bit. Yellow flag, something's happened. Not Raz has been taken out, I think, and might have damage. Someone's got damage because I saw debris on the track. Could be Button. Anyway, we've got the front of the grid to worry about. Jay Clates has really fallen off here. Resilience needs to get past these two medium runners. And Benny Boy is now a whole second behind Crayon Flower. Rossi's got himself up into P11 already. Rossi trying to get past Rodders. Nifty Nasri's gotten past Dano. Can Resilience get past Michaela? Crayon Flower puts up the fastest lap with a 1:30. Oof, Michaela's all over the track a little bit here, but it's not bad braking for Resilience. He was a little bit wide. Desboro's trying to get past Dano. Rossi's still trying to get past Rodders, and he just can't. Rodders has made either a mistake or just let him go. And now Rossi can go and chase down Desbro. Benny Boy is 1.1 behind Crayon Flower. Jay Clates and Michaela are doing a great job of holding up Resilience. Patronus losing quite a lot of time, but you'd expect him to, really. I think when DRS gets turned on, it might be a little bit easier for Resilience to get past, but can Resilience make it stick now? DRS has now been enabled. He's going to go for it. I think he might... Oh, that's contact with Resilience, and that will surely be a penalty. Which didn't need to do. Imagine tempers are flaring high. Rossi unable to make too much progress, really. The drivers are somewhat spaced out a little bit, actually. It's not quite been as close as we thought it would be. Resilience is going to try and get past Clates, but if he's just going to get a 5-second penalty for causing a collision with Michaela... Patronus doing a great job too of keeping everyone behind, holding on to that P6. But with Rossi down in P10, I feel like Patronus has done his bit of getting a decent finish. Oh, Nifty Nasri might have just been taken out by Desbro, and that is surely going to be it for Nasri. Resilience trying to get past Clates. Can he do it? And he does, and now he's going to be looking to get past Benny Boy, and he's gotten past Benny Boy too. Resilience has put up the fastest lap. Resilience is going to try and go for the win here. Oh, there's a Red Bull coming in close. There was And now that Red Bull's going to hold back Clates, I think, a little bit too. We don't need the tyres. Oh no, we may as well keep them on actually because of the other drivers. And can Resilience catch Flower? If Resilience can get it within DRS range, then yes. Resilience has done an absolutely brilliant. Button with the fastest lap actually. Go on, Button. Resilience has done really well here to catch Crayon Flower. DRS open. I wonder what Resilience will do. Whether they'll go for the overtake here. Or not here. Oh, not here, but here. Or go for it on the final straight. I don't think you need to use the overtake button though. You may as well take that off. You're going to need it for the straight. Resilience is past and Resilience is flying past. And can Crayon Flower come back with DRS? I don't think it's going to happen. Resilience has done a great job, but Crayon Flower might still get the win because of the way Resilience barged Crayon Flower out of the way. Jay Clates gets P3, Benny Boy P4, Rossi in P9. It could have been so much more. Rodders crosses for P11, Nifty Nasri's going to get P12, and Button P13. We shall ride on board in cinematic cam for the end of the Saudi Arabian Grand Prix on board with Button. And Desbro picking up driver of the day. There's a good drive from Desbro. There's our podium with the Ferrari, Mercedes and Alfa Romeo. That was quite dramatic. So, Wattenlol is the champion. Should really be getting him on the podium, shouldn't we? Just see what he thinks. And Button picked up the fastest lap, which means that no one's going to get the extra point. And there we have it. So, the win from Resilience. Crayon Flower P2, Jay Clates P3, Benny Boy P4, Michaela P5, Desbro P6, Patronus P7, Dano P8, Rossi P9, but it probably could have been the win really, I don't know why he pitted. Not Ras P10, Rodders P11, Nifty Nasri P12, Button P13, K1 Skies P14, Nero P15, RSF Unlocker P16, well, Skies, Nero, Locker, Lem, Eagle, Firefish, all DNFing. Lem, Eagle and Firefish out before the first round of pit stops. But congratulations to Resilience, Flower and Clates for getting the top 3, and congratulations to Watt and Lowell for the victory. The Drivers' Championship victory. Could have been a great day for the AlphaTauri boys. But that does mean that Haas are still going to be at the top. Because AlphaTauri only made up, I think, 9 points. So that'll be a 14-point difference going into the last 2 races. Alpine also didn't get any points. So we are going to end it there because I saw that 2 people were on PlayStation. I am streaming from the Xbox, so I can't do Discord interviews either, but congratulations. I hope you guys enjoyed me standing in for I hope you guys enjoyed me standing in for Harvey, and I'm pretty sure he said he's back next week. I think this is just a one-off, but anyway, I hope you enjoyed it, and I will see you guys very soon. Goodbye.